It's good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret here from Emmy's Orchids, and you might wonder why I'm stretched out here on my little stool. And what I've been doing this morning is putting this new spring-loaded pole across these hangers I've got here. And I've got the full spectrum grow light attached there, and if we come down you'll notice that I've got some of the hangers on, some of the hooks on the hangers, and I've got some through the poles. And the reason I've done that is for the weight distribution, and I think everything is probably going to be in the place that is designated for the orchids. I'm one of those that once I decide where the orchids are going, I don't like to move them. I like them to have their same aspect. And this big one here, we're looking at Orchids falcata. That's one I've recently mounted, and we've got some nice green growing tips, as you can see. And that's one here. I think that's a Alicera. That's one I've recently mounted. Sorry about the pink. And this big one here, of course, is the Laelia purpurata. That's a heavy one. So, and that's sending its roots down. And if we go into the corner there, you'll see with the little green leaves, which are zip ties. That's the Aspasia sylvana. And this one here is the Laelia purpurata semi-alba dunkel, and we've actually got a growth coming there. And that's another one I've recently mounted, this one. I don't know whether that's another Alicera. And if we just change round, I'll come off my stool, and this is where some of the others were hung. And so now you see I've been able to space some of them out. Here's another little one that I've put on a nice big long twig. That's the, I think we're a bit close here. Let's see if I can take it back a bit for you. That's a no ID, this one here. And that's the big chrysotoxin. And if I step back, you'll probably get a better view. I think I'm on magnify, but I don't normally use my tablet. I usually like to use the camera and then I snap bridge it across. So that's this area now. We've got little Zorro there just losing a leaf, but I'm not worried about that. That's one of the horizontal shells there. And these are the other shells down here. And now we've had beautiful bright days, not today, yesterday was very bright, and everything got watered in here. And today, likewise, all the mounts have been watered. There we go. A couple of the phalaenopsis here at the bottom, they've been watered, and I've got one in that little tiny bucket down there. And that's another hanging rack there. And if I gently turn round and come back on this area, these are some of the holy clay pots. That's just come back in here, that's been watered. and that's the Cattleya Pastoral Innocence. And I'll step down. These are the ones, as I call the soft-leaved ones. They got watered yesterday. Now they won't get watered today. What I'm going to do today in a few minutes is water the frags. They can go in the bathroom. And the reason for watering the frags is because I do them every other day now. And if I step round this way towards the window, you see that's the area where some of the mounted ones are. And to watch the light, just bring a little bit more. Oh dear. Plus. Now that's too much, isn't it? I do apologise. Is that going to focus right now? Come on. Focus. Right, we're back in focus now. And as I move round towards the window, the light isn't as good. But that's the Cattleya there, Persivaliana Winter. These are the ones hanging here. And then that's the top shelf with the humidifier. And that one there is the Maxillaria. And if we come to the window area, that's the Yen 24. And I have to squeeze around here. For the simple reason I've only got a little space, but there's the rest as you're looking at them from this area. And as we come around here, we've got the window area, and that's the Vanda. This is the big Cattleya. That's one from Mark. Labiata. And there's the roots on this big Cattleya, which you won't see because of the light, Persivaliana. Look at them. And the N24 in this corner. These are some of the little ones here. And when I step out, I'll show you some of the fowls. And we're all steamed up. These are two of the Catasetum types. This is Catasetum Orchid Clade David Ranches, and that's got a good root system, and that has actually been watered. That one's not been watered yet, and that's Catasetum pileatum giant, yellow giant. And we'll soon have to paint the windows because with it being such a little room, the windows with the steam during it's not double glazed, with the steam during the winter, we do get discoloration. Right, and there's that big one there. That's the Laelia anceps. That's due to be watered. Can you see the temperature? 21.9, 63% humidity. That one there, I'll be able to show you the root developing there. That's the Phalanetia Irene. This is one of the big Leodoras. And up in the corner there is the Sidera japonica or Phalaenopsis japonica. That's my Pulcherema, Phalaenopsis Pulcherema. And there we go. There's Walkeriana, Galeopetalum. And if we go down here, we're still on Zoom, so these are some of the others on this shelf. There we go. They've got a trough of water ready for these Vandas. And there's that nice one with the two nice growths. That's Cattleya Dusky made by RLC Bruce Randall. And got lots of roots coming out of that one. And this one here, you can see here, has got lots of nice roots. Mind you, the roots are always around the other side. And that's RLC Pink Empress. And the newest growth is the one with all the string around it, and when I put the full spectrum light on it, aims directly at that one. And then we've got this one here with the new growth, and that's the LC Bermondsey Palm. There we go. There's the big oscillating fan with the Hoya. Sits in its own basket. And those are some of the Phalaenopsis down below with the Pathiopedilums there. And I'll give you a quick view. There's where some of the other Phalaenopsis are, those that I've got in water. So I can back up now. And on this top shelf, we've got good old Faithful here. And we've got the fan on, so excuse the noise. And this is the Masdevallia Bonplondii. And that's the Chysis Lemingii there with the new growth. That's the Zygo Mendelii. I think that's the one. That's a little no ID. Masdevallia here. No, that's not Mendelii. Let me think what it is. That's Zygopetalum McKayi. Mendelii is the Cattleya on this top shelf. And that's one of the Barkereas. And this is the Procatavolia Jarac Green Star. That nice growth there. And if we go down to this shelf here, and I'll back up a little bit, these are some of the Phragmipediums, and I take these to the bathroom every other day now. They get fed and flushed, and likewise down there, those are the others, and they also get sprayed with fertiliser and then flushed. So and then tomorrow it'll all start again. And I'm going to put this big oscillating fan on now, and we're in for a few cold days. As you can see, the windows all steamed up, and I'll go on my step now, and then I can give you a view from this area. So I'll take my leave of you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. And it's very kind of you to come visit with me. So you'll see there, we've got space, but that's for these when they do grow on a little bit. So I'll take my leave of you now. Take care. Bye now. Bye-bye now.